Sail Beach, as you all can tell. Super happy to have you all here, and I just want to encourage you all real fast, if you haven't done so as of yet, to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you all may be updated when I post and create new content. Alright, cool. What is up, amazing, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people? Thank you so much for checking out the content. Super happy to have you all here. And I'm here at the ocean. Sun getting ready to go down. You got the waves crashing behind me in its entirety. You know what I mean? And I'm super happy to have you all here. And you know, I'm just super excited to let you all know that the subscriber list is growing, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I'm able to connect with so many amazing, beautiful people, and it just humbles me a lot to know that this is really happening, man. Like, this is it's beautiful, man. You know, just to be able to inspire and motivate people, and the amazing comments that I get, the people that I connect with, and you know, just the idea that you all are finding value in the content that I'm creating, it just makes me smile, makes me happy, and I'm very grateful and honored to be before you and to be able to share with you my journey. So yeah, you know, if you are a current subscriber or if you are a new subscriber, go ahead and throw some 100s in the comment section just to let people know that you here at the Ocean Experience brand, as you all can see. And you know, as I said earlier, if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. I truly appreciate you all a lot. I truly love you all unconditionally. And without further ado, me and you, we are going to get into this message. We are going to go into this message, super profound, super abundant message that I have for you all today. And today's video is all about the way you feel, alright? The way you feel. And if this is for you, go ahead and hit the like button, and just know that this is gonna be a good one, alright? Yeah, so the way that you feel, is the way it is. No, I'm just messing with you. The way that you feel is the way that it really is, okay? And you know, a lot of times we are told to second guess ourselves. We are shown ways to analyze all different scenarios, but the way that you feel about certain things is the way it really is, okay? Now, if you haven't known, I'm just gonna say it, you know, especially now, more now than ever, I've been feeling super intuitive lately, and I encourage you all to at least feel that way as well about your life and your circumstances and what you go through. Alright, now, a lot of times I'll get intuitions, a lot of times I'll get nudges from the universe, from God, you know, and it'll be, hey, you know, that thing that happened, you know, you need to look at that a little bit more, or that thing that was told to you, you know, sit with that. Maybe something, you know, like God will show it to you a certain way. He'll be saying, you know, hey, like, you know, watch that scenario right there, and you know, and keep your eye on that, pay attention to certain things with that. And you know, nowadays society has us daydreaming through so much stuff, and they always want us to just imagine being in a better situation, but really the only way to get into a better situation is to do the work, is to really sit with the thoughts that we have and sit with the feelings that we have, so that we can see it through, so that we can do the work necessary, so that we can push ourselves into our desired reality, you know. And you know, how you feel is how it really is, you know. If you feel something's off, something's off. If you feel something's blessed, something's blessed, you know. Like, you know, there is no externalization about all of this. It's all about, you know, being inside of that energy, being inside of the energy. You can't, you know, when you live in your life, the idea about living your life is you have to really live your life. You can't just live your life and watch somebody else live their life, or watch a scenario happen and say that it's not happening to you. It is, you know, it's happening to you, but the way you experience it when you're doing the work is that it's happening for you, okay? And when things happen, it's happening for you so that you can gain awareness. It's happening for you so that you can gain insight. It's happening for you so that you can gain intuition and clearer thought patterns and a higher vibration. Because if something is not serving you, maybe it's being shown to you because maybe you are on a lower frequency, and it might be time for you to elevate. It may be time for you to do that inner work, because there are a lot of things that are around you that are not serving you, that are pulling your energy down. Or it could be us, you know. It could be you, it could be you, it could be me, you know what I mean? And I say that, you know, even though I'm talking about myself, I'm trying to talk with y'all just to show y'all that, you know, when you feel certain things, it's not the time to daydream. It's not the time to externalize yourself and say, let me imagine a better situation. No, it's time to really sit with those thoughts and say, why am I being shown this? Because the true answer is within that scenario. And once you fully engulf yourself in that scenario, you will find out that there is, you know, the way out is the way in. You know, the way out of that scenario, the way out of that situation is to go deep inside yourself and to look at your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, and see if it's really you, or was it a program? You know, was it something somebody told you to feel about a certain situation, or is it how you really feel about a certain situation? You know, is it you really knowing yourself, or is it something that's a predestined circumstance that was told to you because someone told you, if you go through this is how you deal with it. And you know, and now you're in a situation where you have knowledge and understanding without the wisdom. You know, the wisdom comes when you live through the situation. You have to go through it, and you have to have your own scenario on why things are a certain way, and you have to have your own life circumstance so that you can say, oh, this happened to me, and this is, you know, how I got through it. Now, in saying all that, I'm gonna say this is not the opportunity to project, okay? This is not to say just because you've been through something, you have the wisdom that you are projecting onto somebody else, that this is what's going to happen to them, because that's never the scenario either, okay? Just because something happened to you, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen to somebody else. But it's there, the wisdom is there to promote insight for the other person, not just for yourself, but for the other person, so that when they hear your story, they can connect the dots for their own situation, for their own story, so that they can see how they can solve their stuff. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. All right? Because as you all know, we definitely don't project over here. This is definitely not, this ain't that channel. You know what I mean? This channel here is to promote insight, to promote love, to promote happiness, to promote, you know, inspiration and motivation. It's never to project and say that because something has happened to me that it should happen to you. All right? Now, in saying all that, I'll say this. When things do happen, as I said earlier, you always want to ask God, you always want to ask the universe and say, what are you trying to show me? What is in this message? What, you know, this thing that happened to me, what am I supposed to learn from this? You know, and when you learn better, you do better. Okay? When you learn better, you do better. And a lot of time, life is like school, you know. If you don't learn the lesson, you do have to kind of take the test again. You know, as I said in my other video, the test You know, the test comes first and then the lesson comes last. All right. Now we all know here in the third dimension, it's always the opposite. It's always, you know, you learn and then you get quizzed at the end. You know, but here on the spiritual journey, the test comes first, because you are being tested to see, is this the path you want? And then if it is a path you want, then you will get the lessons. The lessons will come in abundance, and then you get to pick and choose which ones you want to learn. And there is no wrong choice. It's just you have to be on the path. You have to be on the journey. So how you feel is how it is, okay? How you feel is how it is. If something feels like it's a blessing, if it's going to be a blessing when it happens to you, that's exactly what it's going to be. All right. Now, when it happens, will it be the same way as you imagine? No, it absolutely will not be. It will be a lot better than what you imagine, because the imagination is the entry to the doorway. It's the entry, it's the key, and the entry into the process. All right. Now, once you start living in that lifestyle and in that abundance, it will always be way more than you imagine. It will always be a lot better than you imagine. It will always be way more blessed than you envision. You know, and you know, that's just the way God is. That's just the way the universe is. It shows you in glimpses. You know, and it's up to you to have the faith and the trust to go forth with the process that you're trusting, because if you're going to be shown the whole process, you probably wouldn't do it. You know, that's why a lot of it is hidden. That's why a lot of things are hidden from you, because if you realize, if you were shown that, you know, in order to get this blessing you had to suffer, or you had to go through certain things, you probably wouldn't make the decision, because you'd be like, oh man, I don't want to suffer, or I don't want to, you know, lose things, or lose my place, or see, you know, or go through, you know, where you might lose people physically, you know, and they go back to the essence. You know what I mean? You don't want to, you know, a lot of people are not going to make the choice, but a lot of times what ends up happening is once you're shown that glimpse and you go into it, you actually go into it and you recognize that although things do happen, you know, circumstances might come into your life, you might take some losses, you might go through some things. At the end, you know, it was necessary, because it was something that was created that you felt and desired that it would make your life better, and it does make your life better. And I'm not saying that those situations are supposed to make you feel good, because it doesn't, a lot of them, but that's why a lot of things are hidden in plain sight, because, you know, even if you don't take a lot of losses, you just the work alone is like, if you realize, okay, well, if I want to live on this abundance level, I'm gonna have to work for 15 years, or I'm gonna have to work for 20 years without getting paid for it, you know, or I'm gonna have to create content, or I'm gonna have to fail a lot, or fail again, and get knocked down, and change your purpose 5 and 6 times. You know, if you had that realization about the process, you wouldn't even make the decision, but you still want the outcome, you still want the blessing, you know what I mean? And so I just made it up in my mind. I said, you know, when I got into this path, into this journey, I said, you know, I'm gonna trust what I feel. I'm gonna trust what I'm being shown. I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna trust it all, and I'm gonna just go through it no matter what happens, regardless of what happens. I'm just gonna go through everything, and I'm not gonna try to fight it. I'm not gonna fight it. You know, a lot of times we try to fight the feelings. We know we want to win and we don't want to suffer. You know what I mean? We just want to just look like, oh, we lit is up. You know, and we expect, you know, that people that have suffered before, that they should just stop suffering and be blessed. But no, it's like, it doesn't work like that. Everybody has to go through certain things. Everybody's gonna go through things, and it's not gonna be pleasant. But at the same time, you know, when you trust what you feel and when you trust what you go through, you realize that when you get that glimpse again, you'll see it clearer. When you get that vision again, you will see it in its entirety. When you close your eyes and when you meditate and you look at yourself living in that abundant life, you will recognize and realize that when you step into the all, or the, you know, as I like to call it, the God frequency, when you step into that energy and you see yourself operating in abundance in that experience, and you see yourself living in that house, or traveling to that country, or meeting amazing people, or talking to, you know, having events where you talk to thousands of people, you actually are thriving. You realize that you're actually thriving, and it's you in your happiest state. And you know, you understand, you understand, you stand on what's inside of you, understand, you know, and you look at the idea and the possibility that, you know, I am willing to go through whatever it is I need to go through in order to win or be blessed. And you realize that, especially on the spiritual journey, that a lot of things that you think about never happen. So all that fear that you think that is going to happen to you, all that loss that you think might happen, it will never happen, because thoughts come and go, and it's only there to see what you're going to focus on. You know, your thoughts, as I said in one of my other videos, your thoughts, they fight for your attention too, because they realize how powerful you are, but you are now starting to realize how powerful you really are. You're so powerful, your thoughts want you to choose them. But you realize that if your mind doesn't give you the thoughts that you need in order for you to thrive, you're not going to choose any of your thoughts. And once you decide to not choose any of those thoughts, your mind will stop giving you things to worry about. Your mind will stop giving you things to be in fear of. Your mind will stop. Your mind will be tired because you don't feed it, and your mind will rest. And that is when you realize and recognize the universe's work, God's work. God is the creator, and not only has it created your now, which is a version that you prayed for previously, but it will create again, and it will create something more magnificent. And each time it creates something more magnificent, it will be something more blessed and more abundant, until you are finally in that space that you imagine now for a future version of right now. So it's all about looking at the idea that what you feel is what is real. You know, when you feel certain things, when you feel you're going to be prosperous in certain areas, when you feel that you want to move to certain areas, when you feel that there's a job that will pay you more, or you feel that you should quit your job and start a business, or when you feel, when you have all these different feelings, that's God, that's the universe, that's source, that's the creator, whatever it is you resonate with, that is that energy, the energy, which is the inner God, the God inside of you. I call that energy, or energy in motion, you know what I mean? Which is short for emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. Go ahead and hit that like button. That is that frequency. That is that frequency in its entirety, showing you that you didn't need those thoughts anyway. Why are you gonna spend your whole day thinking about 100 ways that you're gonna fail, when all those thinking thoughts never happen in your physical reality? So, as I said earlier, if your mind doesn't want to serve you, you turn it off until it wants to do the right thing, and how you do that is you sit with your thoughts, you meditate, and you go into, you ask the creator, you ask God, to create a better version of what it is you want to see. And when you're shown the lessons, when you're shown the things that you need to manifest, you just stay focused, and you don't let yourself be distracted with what the world wants you to focus on. Because trust me, there's a lot of things out in this world, and there's a lot of things fighting for your attention, not just in your mind, not just your mind fighting for your attention to think about all these things. Because the mind is only there to help keep you safe. Oh, don't make that decision or else you're gonna fail, or don't make that decision, don't call that person, don't do this, don't do, and really, as I think I heard this one time, or I read this somewhere, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but it was shown to me that the mind is a amazing servant but a horrible leader. And I could be wrong, if I'm wrong, holla at me in the comment section. But hey, look, we all about positivity and authenticity and abundance on this channel. And I'm a firm believer that if your mind's not going to give you the right kind of thoughts for you to feel happy and be at peace, don't make those decisions. Don't choose anything. Just sit with the I am, sit with God, sit with the Creator, and let Him do it. Let the Creator do it. And it's not gonna make any mistakes anyway. You know what I mean? And us as the co-creator, us here as the co-creator, we wanna have a part in that. We wanna have a part in that creation process, and that's our part is through our meditation and through our seeing eye, we are able to see the life that we want to create, co-create, and we want the tools that we need in order to get busy. And we want those tools to be very inspirational. Like, we want to be able to wake up early and get started. We want to feel like we're sad when we have to go to bed because we're tired. We want to still stay up 12 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, you know what I mean? And even though we know we need plenty of rest in order to have more energy to keep it going, but I'm talking about that type of life of abundance where you really feel like you don't want to miss out. You want to be a part of it, Now, earlier in this content, I was saying about not making decisions and not and feeling like you don't have to be a part of every decision in order for things to be blessed. Now, that's a part of what I was saying as far as with the mind. If you feel like things are too chaotic, don't make any decisions. But then once the Creator gives you all the tools, all right, just put it like this: if you're asking for a cake, or for all my people who maybe y'all don't eat cake, all right, let's say like y'all want watermelons, right? Y'all want seeded watermelons. Y'all letting the Creator know. I'm gonna get back to the cake one in a second, but y'all want watermelons, but the Creator gives you seeds and soil, and that's not the time to be upset. That's the time that you plant the seeds, and you got the soil, plant it, and the time you plant it is not the time you harvest. Now, same with the cake analogy I was gonna give y'all. You ask the Creator for a cake, and it gives you flour and eggs and milk, or whatever, you use them to make your cakes, and that's not the time to be upset, but that's the time to recognize that you already have all the tools you need in order to get the thing that you need created. Now, the Creator gave you the idea and the tools. Now, you are the co-creator. You are the one that has all the tools before you, and you are the ones that will apply it. You're going to apply everything and put everything together, put everything in the mixing bowl, put everything in the pan, butter the pan, put the preheat the oven, put the cake in the oven. No jumping around so the middle doesn't cave in. Hit the like button, and then in due time you'll be able to enjoy that cake. When it cools down, put the frosting on it, put it in the refrigerator, so on and so forth. Put your fresh fruit around it, decorate the top, and there's a lot of different analogies that I want to give y'all, but I don't know how long y'all have, so I wanted to just kind of get y'all this message before y'all get into some of the other things y'all have planned for the day. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that whatever it is that y'all feel is whatever it is that is truly real. It's really what you think about or what you feel. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. We're told that nowadays don't be in your feelings, but guess what? now's the time to be in your feelings. When you be in your feelings and you be in tune and you be in alignment with what it is you feel, what you feel becomes what is real. And you know, and you're allowed to change your mind, you're allowed to change your feelings, you're allowed to be, you know, inspired by one thing one year and be inspired by another thing another year. That's your entitlement. You're entitled to live as free as you want to live and be as free as you want to be free, the way you want to be free, how you feel, not how people tell you you should feel, you know. And you know, it's all about trusting your journey. You know, it's, you know, we're here on YouTube, and listen, I watch YouTube just as much as the next person, and I'll watch YouTube all day. But guess what? I was created to live. I was not created to watch people live. You know, and that's what I expect from you all. I expect when y'all turn this video off, y'all gonna get out here and make some stuff happen. Y'all not just gonna sit back and wait for me to create another video. Y'all gonna create a lifestyle. That's what I pray for y'all. I pray that y'all gonna create a lifestyle that y'all wanna be excited about, that y'all wanna be, you know, ready for, and that y'all are happy about. You know, I am going to let y'all go so that y'all can meditate on what it is I shared with y'all. And I want y'all to get back to me at y'all earliest convenience. Let me know how y'all, you know, let me know what y'all got into, and you know, keep me posted with everything that you all have going on. And I just want y'all to know that I love y'all unconditionally. I truly appreciate your time, and I just want to let y'all know that I value you so much, and I love y'all so much, and I can't wait to reconnect with you all once again in the very next video. All right, peace and blessings. I will see y'all in the next video. Namaste.